2 layer reviews in one day. Today is just an adventure. Hello, it is timelessDreamSelf, and previously I just did my second layer review, and I'm already on to my third. This has been such an overwhelming but truly amazing reaction I've been getting to these layer reviews, and I am definitely looking forward to doing a bunch more. So please contact me if you're interested. I personally reached out to Horticulture about doing a layer review for them, and if you have the time, I recommend reading their clan lore, and she just seems like a really fun and great person, and I've had a wonderful time corresponding with her about this layer review, and so I'm super excited to get it up, and let's just see what her dragons look like. If you haven't read her little bio, she specializes in tree dragons, and as you can see, they are all themed to those types of trees. I've seen very few dragons with a tiger primary color that have looked really interesting, and I think with your tree theme that this tiger primary color on Honey looks very beautiful, especially with the skin or accent that you have on her wings. The glimmering queen accent just at the very tips looks very gorgeous on her. Her ivory underbelly goes great with the beige, and the avocado for the secondary also looks great. It all ties in very natural, very neutral, and very gorgeous. Her apparel is super adorable, and I especially love the crown that we have on right here. One of the naturalist adornments, and she's definitely really cute. Also, her bio is really great. It's cute to think that she's a beekeeper. It's definitely very suiting for her name. Overall, I love the tiger and I love the colors on her. She's just a really pretty dragon, as all of your dragons are, of course. Next, I think I decided I'm really drawn to Moss. Another Codal, this one is male, and I think it's because his teal shimmer stands out a little bit more against all the other neutral colors. But what I really like about him is all of this apparel makes him look very interesting to look at, because you have a lot to look at here, and he's definitely very suiting for the familiar you have him on here. This emerald webwing. Moss is bloodthirsty, vengeful, and distant. That is very interesting. It's really cute. I shouldn't say cute in this particular case, but it's really interesting and fun to read these bios that you've put up for your dragons. And he is actually apparently the father of Honey, and they are both two beautiful dragons. This one, he has an eerie shimmer underbelly, and as I might have said before, eerie shimmer underbellies are one of the combinations I see a lot, but the way that you have it, instead of it all being the same, you have an XYZ, if you've heard that term before. I just learned that term. An XYZ color combination here, and it looks really great on him. I particularly love just the little hints of green that you still see, especially because it's not overwhelming with just one color yelling at you. So that will be Honey and Moss on the first page. I've never noticed how Wild Claws look in pants. but it does look really great on him. And just a quick little preview of his accent that he has here. I like how you, just in general, how some of your dragons are only accented. It definitely really enhances their overall theme and color, and I'm surprised how you found so many accents that can fit into your nature tree theme. First off, I wanted to say that he has a kind of interesting combination with avocado, stone, and jade. Stone being his primary, his secondary avocado, and his tertiary jade. But I like the little peak of jade that you see back at his tail and along his neck. It kind of just gives a nice hint that it's not too overwhelmingly blue and distracting. I also like the stone for his primary. Surprisingly, it still makes him a very beautiful dragon to look at. And his apparel, of course, is fantastic. You've done a very good job from what I've observed with your apparel on your dragons and with theming your dragons. I was going to go with the first two dragons in your lair, but I think I'm going to do some more appreciation for the other ones in your lair. And the next one will be Meadow, because what stood out to her for me is that she's holding a chicken. No, that's not what I was going to say. I got a little bit distracted there. About how she has gem bond, and not a lot of the other dragons that I've noticed so far have gem bond. And it looks really beautiful with this ivory shimmer secondary. And I didn't ever really notice how beautiful ivory shimmer is until finding this dragon. And especially with the swamp iridescent, I think that it looks really great when the two colors aren't necessarily matching, because it makes them both stand out in their own unique way. The chicken is definitely a very nice touch, and overall, even though her colors seem a bit, not in a bad way at all, but they're definitely, you can tell they're not bright, but I like them on her because it gives you like a soft tone. They definitely have soft tones, and it's easy on the eyes. She's a salt talker, familiar keeper, and stubborn, but that's none of my business. She has a very interesting bio, and I think she's absolutely gorgeous. On to more nature dragons, tree dragons. I think, if I have this correct, your entire layer is organized by color, and that's very appealing to me, and I'm sure to other people, because it's just nice to look at, especially when I was going through and just picking out dragons and looking at them in general. It was very nice and fun. It wasn't like, it wasn't hard on the eyes. It was I love it. Must have taken you a long time to do that, and props to you. And think the next the next dragon I'm going to give some credit to. Honestly can't pronounce the secondary, but his secondary looks very great and very like shining, and it looks very good, especially against this bar primary. The contrast between the yellow and the gray is very eye-catching, and it's not overwhelming me with just a whole lot of yellow or a whole lot of gray. It's a very nice and contrasting dragon to look at. He does not have a bio, but he does have a very interesting familiar that I think is very suitable for him as well. I think overall he's just a really gorgeous dragon, and a very great representative of dragon, of how you can have two contrasting colors with two different, not usually paired together genes, but still have a very beautiful dragon. Props to adding the glimmer in there too, matching your secondary. A little interruption right there, and I lost my train of thought, but thankfully I've picked up on Carnation, and she's a very beautiful dragon and a very great example of another eerie shimmer underbelly. where she has these beautiful pastel colors that definitely represent what a carnation would look like, with the whites, pinks, and the sea foam. And what I like about her, or him, oops, my bad. What I like about him is how even though the colors are not in the same portion of the color wheel, they're very beautiful together. The seafoam looks great with the rose, and I think the little purple accents with your apparel here make him a very beautiful dragon to look at. He does I believe I still have time for one more dragon before I have to wrap this up, and I honestly just want to take a look at what this is, and they scream. Your lair is a fantastic lair, and I have just been so honored to be able to look at all these dragons, and you were definitely made yourself clear whenever you said that there'll be a dragon that stands out on page 4, and I caught right away who you were talking about. So I wish I had time to go through every single one of these dragons. I wish I had time to go through all of these dragons, but obviously the time is up for this, and I hope this was helpful. I'm just gonna pop in here on your first 2 dragons, appreciating all of their apparel and skins. Thank you so much, Horticulture, and I've had a very fun experience doing this. Looks like I got carried away. That was a very fun video to make, and I hope you enjoyed along with everybody else. If you want more, please subscribe to watch my other layer reviews. Like and comment below if you're interested in one. Please message me. And as always, thanks for watching. Geek out. Peace.